We got another Decoboom update. I'll show it to you once we're ready to go. First, we're going to take this pickguard off. This is a 1993 Fender American Standard Strat. Nothing special about it, except that I've had it since about 1995. And I sold it to a friend of mine, and he graciously agreed to trade it back to me. So I was able to get it back. So here you'll be able to see the other thing that I really like about these guitars. Which is what they call the bathtub route. Oh, these are in terrible condition. Probably should replace these, but too late now. Yeah, these are all torn up. They definitely need replaced. But you can see they call this the bathtub route. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it makes it really easy to swap pickups around in these guitars. And these certainly look like the stock pickups. A little bit of a loose wire there. And let's take a look at these pots, see what we can. So you see it says this is a TBX pot. It has a detente in the middle. I didn't actually know that. That's pretty cool. And let's see, the pot code says R1379 and 21686. So I'll look those up and see if I can get a date on those. This one says R1379, so pretty close. And 013446 250. So these are 250K pots. Let's see what's on the volume pot. Same thing. Now let's see if I can straighten out this switch. There, that's straighter. So here's the new pickguard. It's got this very cool rocket graphic on it. And I also got an aluminum shield to go underneath there. So I'll get these here. Let's get this plastic off of here. It's about as close as you're going to get to an ASMR experience on my channel, folks. I know from my previous experience with these that there is more. Look at that. That was pretty cool. Everything looks shiny. Oh, there's a little more right here. There we go. That's going to look real nice. So let's start by getting the pickup switch and knobs in place. We'll start with the pickup switch. That goes right through. Just run these snug, but not too tight until we get the knobs in place so that the shield can move around a little bit. I'm really pleased to find out that this has a TBX pot. That was an unexpected surprise. I had one other American Standard. It was a 1991 and it did not have the TBX pot. This is a really quick and easy cosmetic modification you can make to your guitar. It doesn't do anything to make it sound better or anything like that. Now when you're doing pots like this, you want to make sure that you hold on to the bottom of them, because if they spin while you're tightening the nut, then you could break the wiring, and you don't want to do that. So you just stick your finger under there, press it up against the pickguard and hold it in place. And I'm going to tighten up the switch screws. And you can see once this is all squared away, it's going to look really sharp. So I'm very happy with that. That's going to be nice. I can put the switch tip, and I want volume to be on 10 when it's up. Actually, for this one, I want that to be in the middle. So find the detente, it's right there. We'll find 5 and make 5 line up with 10 on the other pots. There, now 10's all the way up and 1's all the way down. All right, so I'm gonna make a run to the guitar store, get the piece I need for those pickups. In the meantime, I'm gonna just secure this with 2 screws, maybe 3, just so it doesn't pop out, because I'm gonna turn the guitar over, take the back plate off so that I can store the back plate with this. You can see this has shielding underneath it. It's just not full coverage, it's mostly. And then this says April 02, the stamp is squiggly 1993, and then it says PG3. That must mean pickguard 3 pickups, maybe. I mean, that seems likely. And then when I go upstairs to put this in my parts box, I'll write in Sharpie, oh, hey, look at this. I got a Sharpie right here. This way, I don't forget what guitar it came off of. 1993 American Standard Strat. And I can even write down that I took it off on the 2nd of March, 23. Okay, so I'm back, and I ended up getting this vinyl tube, vinyl hose, whatever you want to call it, at Home Depot. I'm pretty lucky in my area in that I have a Sam Ash and a Guitar Center, and they're about 100 yards apart. Neither one of them had what I needed. Sam Ash had some humbucker springs that I could have cut. I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to have tubes. So Home Depot, I got this 10 feet of hose at Home Depot for $4. They had latex tube, which would probably have been better, but was a lot more expensive. It was $25 for 10 feet, and there was no other length that you could get. So you just need about 6, well, you know, you need exactly 6, maybe 1/4 inch, 5/8 inch lengths of this stuff, 2 for each pickup, and that'll do the trick. That's probably a little too long. I guess I probably should have made sure that the screws will go through this, but I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna pop this out of here. Flip this over. Get these in place. That's one nice thing about the bathtub route is you don't really have to be very precise with your pickup wires. Oh yeah, these are gonna be perfect. Slide that on there like that, and then you put the screw through first and then put the tube on. I just wanted to make sure they fit. Yeah, actually those are a little long, so I'm gonna have to trim those. Nice hands, right? Yeah, this kind of thing is fiddly and it can be frustrating. What are you gonna do? You grab the one I dropped on the floor. So this stuff is a little tougher than the nylon or the latex that was in there before. So I guess you do want to make sure you don't strip out the threads on the bottom of the plate. Those plates aren't usually terribly sturdy. They're just made out of fiberboard or something. Cut these a little shorter. All right, let's do another one. So if you just get a couple threads through, then it holds the pickup in place enough that you can get the other screw in pretty easily. You know, if you've got 4 hands and 6 fingers on each one. I'm just kind of approximating the pickup height. When I put strings on it, I'll set that pickup height for good. Let me get the last one in here. Shielding plate is a little snug up here at the top, probably because I don't have it set quite right on down by the switch and the pots, so it might be a little off. Okay, now usually before I close these up, I just give it an eyeball to make sure all the wires are in place. Everything looks good. Look at that, 2 caps. That's because this is the TBX. All right, so we'll close it up, and you just want to make sure you don't get any of the wires snagged, which, with thanks to the bathtub, shouldn't be terribly difficult. Yeah, that didn't quite go in all the way. Something's catching it. So let's see, maybe this wire here. That's kind of the hardest part of doing this, is getting everything back in and flat. All right, now we got everything back in. Swapping out the pickguard is something that's really easy to do. It doesn't take very long, unless, you know, of course, you have to go to 2 guitar stores and Home Depot to find the supplies you need. But it's a good way to spruce up an older guitar and, you know, kind of get you excited about playing it again. You know, sometimes you just kind of lose interest in an instrument, old or dirty or funky looking or whatever. Swapping out a pickguard for something cool, like this piece from Decoboom, just kind of puts the fun back in that instrument and reminds you why you like playing it. So, and I like the way this looks with the white layer underneath to set off the black pickguard from the black body, and then the white highlights with the white knobs, switch tip, and pickups. I think the white pickguard was just kind of a little bit lost on this guitar. I think this looks a lot sharper. And like I said, once I get strings on it, then I'll set the pickup height for sure, because I know that I can tweak this a little bit. That vinyl's pretty strong. You know, I don't see any reason why it won't last another 30 years, to tell you the truth. Make sure everything's back. And oh, that's the TBX. I'm gonna have to remember that. And there we go. All done. Thanks to Andy and the crew over at Decoboom for another easy order. Great products. Their stuff looks so cool. And now I have enough tubing to do 100 of these guitars. All right, take it easy.